Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are mounting the rear wheel on our Norton Commando. So let's see what we got to do here. I got a lot of work, it looks like. So what it looks like, first thing I need to do is get the chain on here, and to do that, to get the chain kind of lined up in position, I'm going to have to take this rear shock loose here so the chain can fit on either side of that, I believe, or do I not? I think I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that loose to get the chain on there and around this sprocket. That way it'll be ready for me to get the wheel on there. And the wheel is ready to go, so hopefully that goes on fairly smooth. We'll see. But it looks like it's gonna be it's probably gonna be a bit more of a pain than it should be. It is what it is. Okay, it looks like I'm in luck. So if we see this link right here, I can actually take this chain loose and run it the way I need to run it, so this is good. Alright, because I can take that link out of the chain, I'm not going to worry about putting that chain on until I get the wheel on, because I can just feed it all through anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess let's get to getting this wheel on. Alright, so this is going to be a bit tricky. I gotta get this little axle in, and I gotta get that located into place as well. So I'm gonna lift this into place. There we go. So now on the other side I got a spacer I gotta get in place, and then this axle. So this spacer here has to go in between my Speedo and this end of the frame. And it's not wanting to fit. I need a little over 1/4 of an inch. So I gotta get things tighter on the other side, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the spacer in there. I'm not entirely sure how, but kinda did. And I've got my greased up axle here. Spread it out a little bit more again. There we go. And then we're going to put that in. I don't think I've got everything perfect, so it's going to take some finagling here. And we've located onto that dummy axle now. Then this just has to screw into place. Alright guys, now we have our wheel on. So we've got our nut here, a little washer there. And then we got that side in there with the spacer. So I haven't obviously dialed in the tension because there's no chain on it, and that won't be till kind of at the end of things here. But I have those in place, ready to go. Now I have to fit the chain to the sprocket here and to the gearbox sprocket as well. So time for the fun, messy part. Alright, now we are feeding the chain. I've got it separated. I have the master link out. And I'm just going to, I guess I'll just feed it from the rear sprocket. Moving forward on the gearbox. Now I have to join it. So I need to get the wheel a little bit farther forward so I can get this in. Alright, so I've got the wheel a little bit farther forward. Let's see, I definitely should be able to get this master link in now. There we go. This is in. Just like the position. And then we go. I'm going to put this over on the sprocket, that way it'd be easier for me to push in. Alright, I don't know if you can see. Let's try to rotate this so you can. But right here, the master link is in position. So now we have something that's starting to look like a motorcycle here. I didn't tighten up any of the axles completely yet because obviously it needs to, I've got to get everything straight. But that will be kind of, I think, later on in building the bike. And that's kind of about it for today's episode. Alright guys, well that's it for today's episode. Short, sweet, but dirty and to the point. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I did wrong, because I probably did something wrong. There's always somebody chiming in, hey, you should have done this, this, and you're right. So thank you for that. It allows me to correct my mistakes on this bike. And also I've got, the shop is almost done. Well, they did concrete on it today, so we'll do another update on that. And then I bought another bike. Well, I bought this bike a few years ago, but it hasn't been on the channel. Nobody's seen this one, but I have had a similar bike on the channel, and the video is done really well. So I think you guys will like that, so make sure you subscribe to see that. All right, guys, thank you, and have a good night.